Attention loyal Cleveland Browns fans. A major update has just arrived that could completely change the outlook for the AFC North and directly impact the team's path to a potential Super Bowl berth. We're talking about a strategic shift within the division that could topple one of our main rivals in the coming years and open a rare window of opportunity for Cleveland to finally establish itself among the NFL's elite. But before we get into the details, if you're truly passionate about the Browns, hit the subscribe button right now and help us strengthen this incredible community. Let's reach the 1,000 subscriber mark together, share this news with other fans, and make the Browns' voice echo throughout the NFL. Now let's get into it. The signing of Deshaun Watson back in 2022 was one of the boldest bets in franchise history. A 5-year, $230 million fully guaranteed contract. One of the biggest deals in NFL history to date. The Cleveland Browns made it clear they were all in on competing at the highest level. But football, as we all know, is unforgiving, especially when big bets don't pay off. And the truth is, Watson has yet to deliver on expectations since joining the team. He has played in only 19 games over 3 seasons, with 9 wins, 10 losses, and a passer rating of 87. That's less than a full season's worth of games. And those numbers fall far short of what's expected from a franchise quarterback. The hope was that he would lead a new era in Cleveland, bring stability, take the team on deep playoff runs, and maybe even deliver a title, but the reality has been very different. On top of inconsistent performances, Watson has dealt with serious injuries. The most recent, another Achilles tendon rupture, the second of his career, landed him on the inactive list and may keep him out for the entire 2025 season. And here lies one of the biggest issues in this story: the financial weight his contract places on the franchise. NFL salary cap expert Joel Corey recently spoke on 90.3 The Fan about just how damaging Watson's deal could be for the Browns' future. According to him, if no changes are made, the team will have a dummy year in 2030, carrying over $53 million in dead money, meaning cap space eaten up by a player who may no longer even be on the roster. And if the Browns opt to restructure his contract next year to create some cap relief, that move could add another $35 million in dead money, pushing the total close to $90 million. It's an extremely delicate situation that severely limits the team's flexibility to build a competitive roster, and this brings us to another critical point. While all this is happening, the team is still searching for stability at the quarterback position. Since Baker Mayfield's departure, the Browns haven't found a clear long-term answer. Right now, the roster features veteran Joe Flacco, an experienced Super Bowl champion, Kenny Pickett, a young QB still trying to prove himself, and to rookies, Dylan Gabriel out of Oregon, and Shedeur Sanders, who arrived surrounded by media hype and controversy since the draft. All of them are in the mix to be the Week 1 starter, and the battle is expected to dominate training camp and the preseason, with no clear favorite yet. What's clear is that Cleveland is going through a full-on transition, trying to balance a talented roster with massive uncertainty at the most important position on the field. And all of this is happening in the most competitive division in the league. The Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers remain strong, with deep and well-built rosters. If the Browns don't act fast, their window for reaching the top could slam shut. The team still has valuable assets like Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper, Jerome Ford, and a solid defense crafted by Kevin Stefanski. But as long as Watson's contract continues to weigh down the salary cap, every move becomes a complicated game of chess. The only short-term solution seems to be restructuring the contract, but, as Joel Corey warned, that just kicks the problem further down the road and makes it even harder to make bold moves in the market or the draft. Trading Watson might be another option, but with a fully guaranteed contract and to serious Achilles injuries, it's hard to imagine another team willing to take on that kind of financial risk. At the end of the day, the future of the Cleveland Browns is directly tied to Deshaun Watson's physical recovery and on-field performance. If he manages to bounce back and return to the form that once made him one of the most coveted quarterbacks in the NFL, the Browns still have a real shot at competing at a high level. But time is running out, and both the front office and the fan base are growing impatient. This isn't just about one player. It's a cautionary tale for the entire league about the dangers of fully guaranteed contracts, especially for athletes with significant injury history. For Browns fans, this is just another chapter in a long journey filled with highs and lows. But if there's one thing this fan base knows, it's how to be resilient, and as long as there's hope, The love for this franchise will remain unshakable. Now I want to hear from you. Do you still believe Watson can turn things around and justify this massive investment? Or do you think it's time for the Browns to move on and invest in a new generation under center? Drop your opinion in the comments. You're part of this conversation, and your voice could help shape the future of this team we all love. Stay tuned because very soon I'll be back with more updates and exclusive analysis about everything happening in Berea. Until then, stay strong, keep the faith, and go Browns!